This is one-on-one session with the Forum IAS founder and director Ayush Sinha. In this session, students are asked questions to test their preparedness for the personality test. One-on-one sessions are not mock panel sessions.
May I come in?
Please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Have a seat.
Thank you, sir.
When is the date of your interview?
29th March.
29th March. So Ananya, let us begin. Can you begin by introducing yourself to me?
Yes, sir. So, my name is Ananya Samaiyar. I was born and brought up in Patna, Bihar. I did my schooling from Patna itself, and thereafter my engineering in information technology from Institute of Engineering and Management, Kolkata, during which I was offered a job at Tata Consultancy Services. However, due to my inclination towards civil services, I started preparing for it, and since then I've been preparing. And my interests include writing poetry and short stories and focused meditation.
You write short stories. Have you read some of them?
Some I've read, yes, sir.
What are some of those very good stories that you have read?
Munshi Premchand ji's, like Kafan is one story. Then his story I've read, one is Nasha, that I've read. Then Bodh is one story. And Budi Kaki, many stories of his I've
In
read.
English, did you read any English short story?
Yes. In English, I've read The Gift of Magi. Then I've also read R.K. Narayan's The Astrologer's Day.
What did you learn from the Gift of Magi?
So, in Gift of Magi, I learned that it is the importance of love. Like, it is not about the materialistic thing that we do for a partner. Rather, it is the love or the emotion with which we do it. That is important between the couple who were there.
What had happened in the Gift of the Magi?
So it happened so that the couple, the boy, he wanted to gift something to
the
her
wife.
partner. Yes, and similarly, the wife also wanted the same. So she had a beautiful hair, and but she did not have the money to buy. She wanted to buy a bracelet for him. So, but she did not have the money. So she decided that the long hair that she has, she will get it cut. And the money that she'll get she'll actually sell that hair, and the money that she'll get, she'll buy the bracelet for him. And similarly, this was the other situation for him also. I do not exactly remember what he did, but something similar to it. And yes, he had a watch actually, and that he sold in order to give something which will decorate her hair. Something, it was like that. So that was the story.
So you said that the theme of the novel was love. Now think again and tell me what was the real theme of the novel. Love is one. What is the second one? In one word.
I think emotion, compassion.
Did they have compassion for each other? Compassion is they did not have compassion. They had love for each other. And what were they willing to do for each other?
They wanted to gift each other on that.
One
occasion.
word. What were they willing to do for each other? If you read the story clearly,
Yes, I've read.
They
But
wanted to sacrifice for each other.
yes, sir. Sacrifice.
So it's not just about love, it's also about sacrifice.
Yes,
that is integral to love.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Very good. You have trained in the IT sector. What is the reason, Ananya, that we have TCS, Wipro, Infosys, Accenture, some of our companies are listed even on the NASDAQ, and yet we don't have an Indian Google, an Indian Microsoft, an Indian Watch. What is the reason? Think and tell me that.
So one reason is that most of these companies are service-based companies. That is, and they provide consultancy. And
Okay, that's one. What is the other reason?
So that I believe that culture of coming out with new product startup, that was some way missing in the past maybe, but I'm not sure about this.
How did these companies come to be in the West? Think of it. They needed investments.
Yes, sir. They had cheap labor, sir.
Which companies are you talking about?
like TCS, Accenture, cheap labor.
They
like,
had. What
yes.
did Microsoft and WhatsApp and Google have?
Uh, they had investment, first of all, because most of them are US based or other European countries based.
What sort of investment did they get?
So I do not know the exact.
You have stayed in West Bengal for some time.
Yes, sir.
What is the reason? What is the different kinds of migrations that happen from Bihar? Inward migration happens or outward migration?
From Bihar, outward migrations.
What
From
are the
Bihar to
different
West
types?
Bengal. One is unskilled cheap labor, like many of the rickshawalas, thela-walas over there, they are from Bihar. The taxis, those who run them.
Where? Not just to West Bengal, I'm talking rest of the whole country. 2 or 3 kinds of migrations will
So
happen.
one is this unskilled. The other is skilled labor also, sir, like to Bangalore and NCR also. There, the IT sector background people, they go and they work in those places. So that is skilled labor, technically skilled people. And also agricultural labor also, sir, like in Haryana, Punjab. Those are agricultural laborers who are considered to be not... they do not stick to one place. They move from one place to another depending on better wages where they get. So this is
What is the problem among these types of labor? One type is coming back to the state, other is never coming back. Can you explain to me?
So who are never coming back. They because they believe they have got a better education, standard of living in some other places, and healthcare facilities. So these are some reasons. Many of them have decided to continue in those regions like Bengaluru, Mumbai, and Gurgaon, Noida. And some in the also many are not coming back, like from Bihar to the unskilled laborers, they are not coming back also, because they say they sometimes get better wages like comparatively. So that is the other reason. But some are coming back nowadays.
Unskilled will always come back. Unskilled does not move with his family.
Yes, yes, sir.
The skilled one moves with his family.
Yes,
The
sir.
unskilled will come back.
Yes, sir.
He does not live with his family. He does not make enough money.
Yes.
Only when he will increase that money
Then,
to a point so that he can bring his family, only then will it be permanent.
yes, sir.
What is stopping skilled migrants like you to go back to Bihar?
So,
Think I tell you the answer.
So, I'll say IT sector companies. If I would have been there, then that is a concern, because I believe only TCS is one company which has opened its office in Patna.
Where is the office?
There are 2 places. One I remember, sir. It is in Rajapur, near Rajapur. One place is there. At TCS, I've seen the building, and also in Biskuman Bhavan. Earlier, it was there. I don't know presently it is having the office there or not, but it was there, the Biskuman Bhavan, and that is one reason. Like IT sector generally does not have.
You're being very narrow-minded there. There are other kinds of professions as well. What is stopping these professions from coming back? So you say that, okay, no jobs, no high-paying jobs are being there. So let's say I retire. Now I have no job here also. Then what is stopping me from going back to my roots?
So one is the maybe the condition of living there, like poor air quality. That is one. If we compare it to cities like Bengaluru comparatively, I'll not say NCR, but
Poor what?
like air quality, like in Patna, it is very poor.
Why? It has better than Delhi?
Almost.
Air quality is not a determinant. What else?
Uh,
All right. What is the reason for Bihar's backwardness?
So there are multiple reasons, like some trace back to history also, like the freight equalization policy is there, which adversely affected the eastern state, and Bihar was one of it. Then the political instability also that was followed, and that led to negligence of the governance aspect, and overall in that scenario proliferation of crime, which led to withdrawing of investment, if any it could have happened. So
You
that
once 10th rank in inter-college short movie making competition.
Yes.
The Hindi film industry is often called as Bollywood.
Hmm.
Do you think it is right to call it Bollywood, or should we call it the Hindi film industry?
So actually, I do not know exactly the reason why it is called Bollywood, but I'll not say completely in Hindi movie industry, because if we look at the various artists, they come from all background and from different parts of the country. So if we narrow the term to Hindi, maybe it could have the different connotation, that adverse connotation also can come, that it is restricted to people from the Hindi background or something like that. But we have people from different backgrounds coming here. So I think the Bollywood this way is okay.
Is there nepotism in Bollywood?
Yes, sir, it is.
Is nepotism inherently bad?
No, sir, it's not always bad. If the child of a celebrity, if the person has that capability and that acting or any other art skills, then definitely it's not bad because it is contributing to the movie or the industry. However, if suppose a person who is comparatively better than a person who has a good background, then that way I think if it is at the cost of of other person's ability, then that is bad.
What is your optional subject?
Sociology, sir.
Who's your favorite sociologist?
So, like Western, if I talk about, it's R.K. Merton. I like R.K. Merton because he has expanded the scope of functionalism from its inherent aspect of just that every institution is functional to wider aspects like dysfunctions, unintended consequences, then latent and manifest functions. So that is why.
What was the reason for choosing sociology as an option?
So because when I looked into the syllabus and also the previous year papers, I found that it is comparatively relatable to me. The topics which were there. I looked into other subjects also, but this was something I preferred. That it was something relatable like the marriage, family. This is something that we are seeing around us. So I thought that it would be easy to understand a new subject. And for me, because IT was not there directly.
It is said that in India, caste becomes invisible to some people. Whereas caste becomes very visible to some people. Can you explain to me?
Yes, sir. From the invisibility point of view, like in urban areas, the type of anonymity that exists, that often makes caste invisible. Like people on a metro, people from all backgrounds are traveling. So maybe if one asks from a person having urban background, they can see that no, caste is not there. We are having people from all background. But for visibility, I'll say maybe in rural areas, there still it is visible, and that caste-based segregation is stronger. But here I'll also like to say that the intercaste marriages is still not so high in India.
Yes. So when does caste become? So you said that caste remains invisible to the urban India. To
comparatively, yes, sir.
Comparatively, when does it start to appear again?
Yes, sir. This like when marriage comes in, when
do you think the time is right to bring in uniform civil code?
Yes, sir. I think that it should be brought up. But before bringing it in proper form across the country, it is important to have greater deliberations and taking people into confidence, especially the community who are having different apprehensions regarding it. And it is very important.
But don't you think that now the freedom struggle is over, isn't it? There are no social reformers that are left. We do not have a Raja Ram Mohan Roy. We do not have great people like Ishwar Chandra Vidyasakar. Now, don't you think it is the duty of the state itself to bring it progressive change?
Yes, sir, definitely.
Rather than to wait for it till the society which is going to be affected by it. The Indian state did not worry about bringing in Dowry Prohibition Act. It did not worry about bringing in Domestic Violence Act, even when it was aware that it will interfere with the family system. So why do you have a hesitation towards bringing in the uniform civil?
No, sir, definitely it should be brought in. But I'm saying that if suddenly it is brought, often there are misinformation that is spread that it will completely overshadow the diversity.
What is your motivation for civil services?
Sir, there are primarily two. That one is that I wanted to enter into a service where my work is not just confined to myself. Rather, it can move directly or indirectly be reflected in the lives of the people. And second, sir, the exposure that the civil services, various services provides, both in terms of opportunities and challenges, I think that is huge. And I want to be part of that framework, sir.
All right, Anya, your interview is over.
Yes.
Few things, थोड़ा सा क्वेश्चन जो क्लासिकल क्वेश्चंस होते हैं आईटी सेक्टर के,
Yes.
उसको थोड़ा थ्रेडबेयर अपनी प्रिपरेशन नहीं हो पाई हुई है, उसको पकड़ो बच्चे. जैसे कि what your other students who are from IT background and all, if I would ask them, I am getting a straightforward answer that, sir, these startups or such companies have generally arisen in liberal capitalist nations of the West where there was VC funding available.
Okay.
Because for building a Google or a Microsoft, which is a product, there is a gestation period and this has to be funded by someone compared to a services company, which will start getting its bread and butter from day one. But to build a product, you need investment, isn't it? 5 साल के बाद बनेगा ये, है ना?
Yes, sir.
So therefore VC fund, and it's not true to say that, sir, these companies are not happening in India. We do have an Indian Ola, we do have an Indian Flipkart, but you may say that they are copies of the West.
Yes,
But we
all.
also have a complete innovation, Indian innovation, and Indian Paytm and Indian Zomato that does not have a parallel in the West. So it has started to happen in India also as venture capital fund has come.
Okay, sir.
VC funding, seed capital, angel investor, ये सारे टर्मिनोलॉजी से क्लियर है ना, आईटी सेक्टर के बच्चों से
Okay, sir.
पूछा जा सकता है.